Yeah, okay.
All right, guys, we're going to get going here. You want to just spread out a little bit. Let's face some mirrors. Give yourself some space. We're going to start standing. Tennis balls can just be in front of you on the ground. So thanks for coming, guys. Glad you guys trust me enough to get you out of bed early. So we're going to start. This class is going to be, it's all structured and stuff. I'm going to walk you through it. And I'll do my best to explain exactly why we're doing stuff. Some of you guys have seen this before, but it helps to know why you're going to do something, I think, with just about anything. So we're going to start with CARS. CARS, there's going to be a lot of acronyms here. You don't have to know what they stand for, but think of CARS as your Swiss Army knife. So if you continue to do classes with me, we will start every class with this. And CARS are essentially a representation of what each of your joints can do actively. Super, super important. So when you look at the shoulder, it's going to be how much of your shoulder can you use actively without manipulation from an outside source. Super, super important, especially when we talk about sport, but also just daily living. Okay? So with the CARS, we're going to start with the neck. And I'm going to ask you for about 30% tension. So if any of you guys have ever done any resistance training, deadlift or a squat, there's an element of tension through the midsection that I want you to have. But I want about 30%. So you're not so tense that you can't breathe and look like you're constipated. I want enough tension, though, that you can just move your neck without moving other parts. So if we're talking about the shoulder, I don't want the spine coming in. I don't want your hips moving. I just want it to be the shoulder. And you're going to need enough tension to isolate those areas. Okay? So we're going to start with the neck. We're going to go 2 repetitions each way. So if the first repetition feels a little sloppy, you'll get a chance at redemption on the second rep. Okay? You're going to do this with me here. Just listen to my cues. I'm going to try and paint a picture for you as you do it, because on this one you will not be able to look at it. Okay? We're going to go slow here. So my favorite way to do this is just to cross the arms here, but you can also do this with your arms at your side. It's totally up to you. From here, you're going to take your chin, and I want you to slowly take your chin down to the base of your neck. We're going to go right to start. So drag your chin across your right collarbone, and I want you to start looking over your right shoulder to your right back pocket. We're going to go to the right corner of the ceiling, across the ceiling, to the left corner of the ceiling, left back pocket, and then drag your chin across your collarbone on your left side, and reverse. So across the left collarbone, left back pocket, left corner of the ceiling, across the ceiling to the right corner, right back pocket. Drag the chin across the collarbone. That is 1 repetition. We're going to do the next repetition. Same speed, starting in the middle. We're going to go right back pocket, right corner, left back pocket, and then drag across your left collarbone. Pay attention to what you're doing with your spine. So when you lean your head back, I don't want you to arch your spine. When you drop your chin down, I don't want you to round forward. Do your best to make this just about your neck. That's a theme that's going to carry itself through all of these. When you guys finish that second rep, we're going to go down to the scapula. Okay, so we're just going to work our way down the body. From the side, when you look at the scapula, these are 2 free-floating bones. They sit between a bunch of muscle. You should have a large amount of degrees of freedom in these bones to move. So when you're here, I don't want the elbows to bend. I don't want your hands to come out in front of you. Think of the hand always being under the shoulder. So as I move forward, my hand just tracks right underneath it. So I'm going to go forwards, up, back, down, forwards, up, back, down. And then we're going to switch directions. Okay? So let's start forwards. I want everybody to pull their shoulders forward as much as they can without rounding the spine or arching the back. So pull forwards, up, back, down like you're driving your hands deep into your pockets. Forwards, up, back, down, and then we'll switch directions. So we'll go back, up, forwards, down. One more time. Back, up, forwards, and down. the shoulder next. So we'll start with the right shoulder. I want you to lock your elbow out. We're going to start palm forward, crease of the elbow forward. Other hand, I personally like to be here, but you can also do this. But I want to see some tension from you guys. If I came over here and pulled on John's arm, it should be hard for me to pull this away. So like 30% tension. So from here, we're going to draw the arm across the body. You can follow me along on this one. Draw your arm across the body without turning. I want you to bring bicep past the ear. And then from there, freeze here. We're going to turn the thumb down and reach behind, turning, trying to point the thumb behind us. Finishing behind us here, like we're reaching behind. Back of the hand finishes in your pocket. From there, you're going to reverse. Palm comes up. I finish bicep to ear, and then across the body. Okay, so for some of you guys, don't forget, when you get to here, I want to finish across the body. We're just reversing everything that second way. Reverse. Okay, let's go second rep. Across the body. Bicep comes past the ear. Pull away from the ear, and then start turning that thumb down and reach behind you as much as you can. Once you get back of the hand to your pocket, you can start reversing. Finishing with the palm up, and then across the body. We're just going to switch direction, or switch arms. Same thing, we're going to draw across the body. Once we bring the bicep to the ear, guys, I want thumb and creasing the elbow to start turning down. Good. Draw as large of a circle as you can, but I want it to just be your shoulder. So I don't want your shoulder blades to come into this. I don't want your spine to move. Okay, even if you haven't completed all this, we're going to move on to the spine. So from here, guys, I want you to hug yourself. One hand goes to the opposite shoulder. Now from here, this is a very hard one to block. So if you can imagine yourself being poured in cement up to your hips, I don't want your knees to bend, and I don't want you folding forward at the hips. This is all about the spine here. Okay? So from here, I'm going to fold forward as much as I can. And from here, just watch me do this one first. I'm going to turn. Think about dragging your elbow, your right elbow, to the right. And then I want you to laterally flex to the right. We're going to extend to get to the other side. Laterally flex. I'm going to rotate and finish out that rep. I know it seems like a lot, but I'm going to walk you through it. And again, for some of you guys, these are completely new to you. Just like anything, the more you do it, the better you get at it. Again, it's just a physical representation of what your joints can do. So this is something worth practicing. Okay, so we'll start. Let's roll forward as much as you can without breaking at the hips. Be honest with yourself here. And we're going to drag to the right. We're going to laterally flex to the right. Drag that right elbow to your right back pocket and extend back. Then I want you to bring your left elbow to your left back pocket. Laterally flex and finish out. Rounded forward. We're going to stay rounded forward and go to the left. So we're going to drag our left elbow to the left. To the left back pocket. Extend backwards. Right elbow to right back pocket. Laterally flex to get that right elbow closer. And then round out to finish your first rep. We're going to do another one. Okay? This one is super important to have tension because if you don't, you're going to start working the hips. I just want the spine to move. So once you round forward, you're going to drag that right elbow to the right. Now, if you're finding this is difficult to do, the goal would be as you do these is to refine these. Or the better you can move your spine, the better than anything using your spine gets. Okay, next one we're going to go elbows and then wrists. So we can do both elbows at the same time. So I want the crease of the elbow to stay facing forward. What you don't want to have happen is this crease move. That's going to involve the shoulder. We just did the shoulder. It's the elbows time to be in the spot. So when you're here, I'm going to draw my thumbs away from each other as much as I can, keeping the crease of the elbow forward. I'm going to pull my hands and my palms to my shoulder, and then turn my thumbs towards each other without kicking my elbows out, and then extend back down. So we're rotating the elbow as much as possible. I want you to keep the thumbs where they are, pull back up, pull the thumbs away from each other, and then extend. Okay? So again, pull up, thumbs come together, pull down, we'll finish out this last half, come back up, thumbs come apart, and then down. Okay, let's finish with the wrist here for the upper body. So I want you to take your left hand, grab your right wrist, not so much on the wrist that you can't move it, but right on the forearm. From here, the palm of the hand should face up the whole time, so I don't want any elbow involvement. Okay, so you should be able to read your palm the whole time. From here, keeping the fingers straight, we're going to draw down and just draw a very big circle. I'm going to let you guys do this one at your own speed, but I want you to go slow and draw as large of a circle as you can without turning the wrist over. Okay, so palms should be facing the ceiling the whole time. Let's go two repetitions each way. So while you're grabbing your forearm, you should be able to feel if those bones are rotating and turning over in your hand, then you're using the elbow, which is not what we want in this situation. Some of you might find that you have some sticky spots. If you do, I don't want you to press into pain. You can always just go around it. When you're ready, you can switch hands. You've done 2 repetitions each way. Go really slow with these guys. I want you to draw as large of a circle as you can. If you notice your fingers are flexing and moving as you do this, try to keep those from doing that. This is just about the wrist. Again, if you guys notice, you can peek up here. If you notice that you do this, you have to bend your fingers. Pay attention to that. Ideally, this wrist can move as much as you want just using this stuff here. Right? For the next one, we are going to partner up. So John and I will demonstrate how we want you to partner. So Bill will have his hand here, I'll have my hand here, or either way, just so that balance, so that nobody falls over. Okay, and then we're going to do opposite side. Hip cars. Let me show you the hip first. With the shoulder and the hip, they're ball and socket joints. They have a lot of range of motion, which means you have to account for a lot of range of motion. They're the 2 most difficult out of all. So, again, if you don't get it on the first rep, you get redemption on the second rep. Okay, so with the hip, you're poured in cement. This left leg is poured in cement. Your upper body shouldn't move at all. So when I'm here, I'm going to cross midline and scoop up as much as I can. So I'm not crossing midline and turning them. So I'm going to cross midline, scoop up, and bring the knee up as high as I can. From here, this knee is going to track out. My foot is going to come up as the knee drops, and then I make about a half circle, bringing knee to knee. Okay, so let's take a look at that again. Cross midline, scoop up, knee comes up, out, foot comes up as the knee drops, and then I finish knee to knee. To reverse it, we do exactly that. We pull the knee and foot out, knee comes up towards the center line, and then I finish reversing my scoop. So partner up, face opposite directions. You'll do the outside leg, and then you'll switch. You guys can start, but if you've already started, let's start this together. I'll walk you guys through it. So I want you to draw your right, or whatever leg you're using on the outside. I want you to draw that knee across your body and scoop up with your foot. From there, bring the knee up as high as you can and turn it out. move it out as much as you can. From there, foot's going to come up as the knee drops, and then you're going to make a half moon to get knee to knee. To reverse it, pull the knee and foot out, knee comes up, foot comes up, and then finish reversing your scoop. Second repetition. We're drawing across the body. When you guys are ready, all you do is just face the other way and do the other leg. Feel that, huh? So guys, I don't want to tell you where you should feel this, but if you only feel this, if you feel this in your left arm, you're doing it wrong. You should feel this in your hips. When you've done 2 reps, just face forward and look at me. Again, guys, if these feel a little clunky at first, it's your first time seeing them. This is like anytime you learn something new for the first time, it's not going to look great, but it's better than not doing it at all. Okay, so we're going to head to the ground here for our knees. What I want you to do is put your right leg forward. You're going to take your right arm and go under the knee. Okay? Take your right hand, place it on your left bicep, left hand on top of the right knee. You are now choking your leg. You have a rear naked choke. From here, we're going to attempt to move the tibia here. So I want a windshield wiping motion. If you're struggling to get this, you can imagine a dotted line going down your shin. I want that dotted line to turn out and in. Now, don't mistake that for using the foot. Don't mistake that for using the hip. Right? So as you do this, we want tibia to move. Okay, so right here, let's just work on that for a second. Connect with that rotation. Get as much as you can. For some of you guys, that might be difficult. You can put your heel on the ground. That'll actually help. It'll give you a nice pivot point to work from here. Now, from here, I want you to bring that heel to you a little bit. We're going to turn out. So I want you to pull the toes away from the midline. And then we're going to extend the knee as much as you can and bring it back, keeping that rotation. From there, we're going to turn in, straighten and extend, and then pull back. Pull out to the side, straighten and extend, and then pull back. One more time, pull the toes in towards the midline, rotating the tibia, straighten, and then pull back in. Okay? So remember, your knee doesn't just flex and extend. It actually rotates a lot. Super, super important. If you don't have rotation of the knee, that's where a lot of the knee issues can come up. Let's switch sides. So left foot is forward. You're going to underhook with the left arm, right bicep, right hand on the left shin, or left knee. From here, let's just get rotation down. I want you windshield wiping in and out. And pay attention. Is it coming from the ankle or is it actually coming from the knee? The goal is to have it come from the knee. Okay, from there, guys, still see this rear naked choke position. You're going to externally rotate. So pull the toes out towards the midline. From there, I want you to straighten and bring the heel back down to the ground. Bring the toes to the midline, straighten, and come back down. So one more time. Pull the toes out. Rotate as much as you can. Even if you don't get a lot, get as much as you can. Toes come to the middle, and then back. All right, let's just stick with this arm, or stick with this leg. From here, we're going to lift the heel a little bit off the ground, and we're going to go with the ankle. So the ankle is just the same as the wrist. We're going to be drawing as large of a circle here as possible. try not to use the toes. So if your toes are constantly moving and leading, try to keep them quiet. I want you to draw as large of a circle as you can. One direction, go twice that way, and then switch directions and go 2 repetitions that way. Make sure you are not using tibia here, right? We just worked the tibia. This has 15 minutes of fame here. We're on to the ankle. When you're ready, switch to the other leg. 2 repetitions each way. That's a good point. So she said everything's cracked. That's crepitus, essentially, which is just maybe that cartilage that you're rubbing over the other cartilage hasn't seen each other in a long time. This is why we do CARs. One of the big benefits of CARs is joint health. The only way your joints get nutrition is through movement. What better way to nourish them than through intentional movement every single day? Right? Okay, we're going to stand and finish this up. We're going to finish with the toes here. Okay, so whether you have socks on or barefoot, it doesn't really matter. You can still do this. So what I want is I want you to spread the toes as much as you can, and then bring them together. So you can see here, I'm going to spread as much as I can, and then scrunch them together. Spread and scrunch. Let's go through a few repetitions of that. If you're struggling to do this, it's really easy to get better at this. You just have to do it more. If you're lacking the connection from the mind to the toes, you need to have that conversation more often, and they will start to listen. From there, what I want is 4 toes down, big toe up. Big toe down, 4 toes up. So we're going to swivel back and forth between the 2. So 4 toes down, big toe up. Big toe down, 4 toes up. Can you do that, though, without rocking to the in or outside of your ankle? The goal should be yes. Right? Okay, I got one little challenge for you to finish up here, and then we'll move on to the rest of the content here. So we're going to essentially play piano with our toes. So I want you to lift all the toes up off the ground and spread them out as much as you can. Starting with your pinky toe, you're going to place that on the ground, followed by the next one, followed by the next one, followed by the next one, and then finally finishing with the big toe. Again, lift, and try to set each toe down one at a time. Okay? If all of yours just came down at once, this is something to work on, guys. And you don't have to be barefoot to work on this. You can actually do this in your shoes. Sometimes shoes actually offer a little bit of resistance, which can be a good thing. Okay, next. We finished cars. I know that seems like it took a while. In the morning, I can get this routine down to like 6.5 minutes. Do 2 repetitions each way. Okay? We're going to start in the 90-90 position. So I want you guys to face me. We're going to start one leg in front of the other. Think about every joint being at 90 degrees. So front knee is at 90, back leg is at 90. What I want you to do is, I want you to fold forward onto that front leg. Now, as I do this, we're going to go over a concept called bowing the stretch. If I just fold forward here, I feel absolutely nothing. Nothing at all. And the goal is to feel something in the front hip. So what you do is bow the stretch. So I'm going to take my belly button, I'm going to pull my belly button forward towards my knee. Now, I'm not even on the ground, and I feel a great stretch through the outside of my right hip. So for those that are flexible and can do this, what I want you to do is arch your back, belly button to your knee. Think about stuff spilling out here and find that stretch. We're going to hold this stretch for 2 minutes. I'm going to talk to you exactly what we're going to do from here as you guys are stretching. Now, if that position starts to loosen up a little bit and you feel like, well, now it's easy, you felt a stretch and then it went away, go deeper into it. So we're going to be chasing the stretch here. From here, guys, we're going to do something called pails and rails. Again, I told you lots of acronyms here. Think of pails and rails as a way to increase range of motion. Okay? So pails different than rails. It's going to be one then the other. What I'm going to do is I'm going to slowly ramp you up, starting with pails. Pails is going to be pressing your shin, knee, and foot into the ground on that front leg. You're going to be pressing into the ground as much as you can. So if I'm here, you can imagine a scale under my front leg. I want you to get that scale, not right now. I want you to get that scale as heavy as you can with the percentages that I'm going to give you. Rails is going to be the opposite. So rails is going to be trying to pull that foot up off the ground. So pails is pressing in, making the scale as heavy as possible. Rails is pulling away, trying to take all the weight off the scale. When you're here, my arms, I am straight. There should be tension through your midsection. This should be hard. I'm going to ask you guys, again, not right now, but I'm going to ask you guys to give me 100% press into the ground. 100% effort should look the same as if you were doing a max effort squat. It should look the same as if you were doing a max effort deadlift. 100% is 100%. Okay? So we're going to start here. Now that we went over that, arms should be straight into the ground. I want 10% pressing into the ground. So leg is getting heavy. 20%. 30%. If I come around here, I should not be able to lift your leg. 40%. 50. We're going to ramp up a little quicker here. 60. 70. If I don't hear any breathing, I know that none of you guys are doing this properly. You should be breathing hard. 80. 90. And for the next 10 seconds, give you 100%. Drive that knee, shin, and foot into the ground. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I want you to lift. Don't come out of that position. Try and lift that knee up to your shoulder. It should not lift, but try. Try closing that gap between your shoulder and your knee for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. That should be really hard, by the way. Just like cars, if you didn't quite feel that on the first rep, we're going to do it again. Okay? So get back into that position. If you need to come out of it for a second, that's fine. Find your new stretch. You should be able to get a lot deeper. Right? You should be able to pull that belly button a lot closer to your knee now. So we're going to start with pails again. So I want 10%. If the first time you did this, your breathing didn't sound like, and I want it to sound like that. 100% effort here, guys. Okay, so 10%, 20%, 30, 40, 50, 60. Arms are stiff arming the ground here. 70, 80, 90, and 100 for the next 10, 9, 8, 7. We'll drive that leg into the ground. 4, 3, 2, 1, and rails. Pull that knee up to your shoulder. Come on, pull that knee up. Pull that knee up as high as you can. Come on. It should not move, but try again. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good job. So before you guys get out of that, see how much deeper you can get into that position. You should be able to get a lot deeper. Right? It should feel maybe a little bit more comfortable. From here, what we're going to do is we're going to do 2 repetitions of a passive range hold. Now, these are not going to be fun, but these are how you essentially start to train the new range of motion you opened up. So we just opened up, you just chipped away at your hip to allow you to get deeper. Now we're going to train that stuff. It doesn't do you any good to open it and not train it. Okay? So from here, you're going to post your hands in front of you, but keep in mind, we're going to be moving back to try and lift the foot. Okay? So from here, I want you to get into your deepest stretch you can, with the belly button to the knee. I'm going to give you a 3, 2, 1 countdown. 1, 1, you're going to lift. The goal is, I don't want this space to open up at all. So when I tell you 3, 2, 1, you're going to lift and push yourself back. I don't want this space to move at all. I'm going to count you down 8, 7, 6. When we're done, set it down slowly. You can rock. You're going to have to rock that. So lean forward as much as you can. Arms are going to be bent, but then you're going to straighten and hold. I don't want this space to move. There is tape between your shoulder and your knee. Don't let it peel off. Okay? Good point. So you can take this tennis ball if you want. Stick it right here. Don't lose the tennis ball. Okay? We'll know if you guys lose. Okay? So I want you guys getting into that stretch as much as you can. From the belly button to the knee. Squeeze that tennis ball. Start ramping up now. In 3, 2, 1, and back yourself up and lift. Don't lose any space there. Good. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly set down like you're parachuting down. Good. I want you to get right back into that. We're going to do another one. Pull yourself forward. Again, you need tension here. Midsection should be super tight. Okay. 3. Start ramping up. 2, 1, and lift. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly let down. Good. Okay. From here, we're going to just go to the other side. Do the same thing on the other side. When we do this, though, for the advanced people, if you feel like you can do this, you can just gable grip here and pull that into you for tension. Other people, if you need to, put your hands on the ground. Okay? I'm going to put my hands on the ground first. All right, so from here, take your left leg. I want you to open this up as much as you can. So right leg is glued to the ground. Open the left leg as much as you can without the right leg following. Once you have to peel the right leg off, do so. And then start driving your left knee to the ground. Keep as much space between your knees as you can. And you will end up with your right knee on the ground. On the other side. From there, I want you to bow the stretch. Bring your belly button to your knee on that left side. And we're going to hang out here for a minute or two. So folding forward over that knee, over that front leg. So I think what you guys found out is that Tails and Rails is not easy. But this is a common theme with a lot of the Kinstretch stuff. If you want to make a lasting change to your body, you can't do this by like a passive modality, like foam rolling or putting that tennis ball into your butt and rubbing it in there. That's not going to work. You have to actually give your body a reason to change. I think Tails and Rails is a pretty good reason to change. It should have been very, very difficult. We're going to hang on for about another minute. Pay attention on this next round, guys. I want arms really stiff into the ground. So as you're here, if I see soft arms, there's no way that you can be putting force into that ground as much as you need to. So I can see here, grabbing the ground. Midsection is stiff. Okay, and then I'm going to put a ton of force through the shin, knee, and foot, as much force as I can. Okay. Again, that stretch is lessening. I want you to chase it. Try and get deeper. Okay, we're going to start with our first Tails contraction. 10%. So just like the knob on a volume knob on a radio, I want that slowly turning up. Don't jump from 10 to 20. We'll just slowly transition from 10 to 20. So we are going to go to 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, pressing harder and harder, 70, 80, 90, and then 100%. Be as hard as you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rails. Try and take that knee with you. Legs should not leave the ground. Try to bring that knee to your shoulder. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly come out of that. Nice job. One side might be tighter than the other. That's totally normal. We are not symmetrical people like creatures. Leg is not symmetrical. So the goal would be to make each side about the same. Okay, we're going to do one more round. So get back into that stretch. Try and pull the belly button to the knee. That should get easier and easier. So we're going to go 10% pails. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. 70, 80, 90, and 100. Press that foot, press that shin, press that knee into the ground as hard as you can for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, rails. Pull that knee to your shoulder. Try and close that gap as much as you can. Imagine your tennis ball is still there. If you pop the tennis ball, I'm not making that at all. 3, 2, 1, and slowly come out of that. But don't move from that position. We're going to do 2 passive range holds there. Again, we just opened up range of motion. Now it's time to train. Okay, so you can use, if you enjoyed using the tennis ball, if that was a nice cue for you, then you can put that back in there. The goal is to completely smash that thing and not let up at all as you lift the leg. So again, as we're here, you're going to pull yourself forward, hopefully getting a little bit further than when you started. And as you push yourself back, I don't want the space between your knee and shoulder to move at all. Not even an inch. Okay? So pull yourself forward. Remember, we're leaving the ground on 3. Start ramping up. 2, 1. Push yourself back and try and bring that knee with you. Foot 2. Good. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly set down. Parachute down. Very nice, guys. We're going to do another one. All right? Pull yourself forward. 3, start ramping up. 2, 1, lift off, and hold. Come on, bring that knee with you. Keep that space the same. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and set down slowly. Good. If you guys want to face the front here, but I want you still in your figure 4. So go ahead back into that figure 4. Or 99. Very good. So from here, you guys should all have your left leg forward, right? Yep. Perfect. From here, we are going to do another little transition to another position. So what I want is, again, for those that are, if you feel that this is a piece of cake, you can go back, cup your hands into a gable grip here, and pull them into you. If not, just place your hands on the ground. Okay? Again, this is where I'm at. So from here, you're going to lift this front leg and straighten, moving slowly, straighten and set that down. From here, you're going to lift the back leg. It can drag on the ground a little bit. And I want you to finish bringing that heel to the groin on the left leg. Okay? Smooth and slow. I'll give you one chance if you didn't feel like that was your best work to go back and try it again. All right. Sean's happy with it. All right. So we're going to do an end range lift off from here. So passive range hold, end range lift off are slightly different. I think this one is going to be a little bit tougher. What I want you to do is from this position, we're going to bow the stretch again. Okay, so I'm going to think about bringing my belly button to my knee. Most of you will not get very far down here. You should feel a pretty outrageous stretch through that left leg. Might be high hamstring, low hamstring, wherever you're at. I'm not going to tell you where to feel it, but it should be somewhere close to there. From here, what I want you to do is I want you to point your toes, lock your leg out, arms are going to be straight into the ground. Okay? From here, we're going to try and lift the leg off the ground and then set down. We're going to do 5 of these. If you go to lift and there's no movement, like you're telling your leg to lift and it's not moving, just open up a little bit. Okay? The goal is to lift, but when you lift, I don't want it to be up here. That's too much. I want it to be like an inch or 2. That's it. We're going to lift up slowly and then set down even slower. Okay? So press into the ground, find that space for you. If the first rep you kind of mess up a little bit, it's too high or too low, adjust on the second. Okay? So from here, keeping that leg locked, we're going to lift and then set down slowly. Pretend there's bubble wrap under your heel. I don't want you to pop it. Lift and then set down slowly. If you start to cramp up a little bit, just hit it, swear at it, do what you got to do. Lift and set down for 3. We got 2 more. Okay, lift and set down. Last one. Lift and set down. Okay. In normal class, we would do probably about 20 of those. Since I have some stuff to cover, we're going to switch to the other side. You guys good with that? All right. So from here, we're going to switch to the other side. You can either go here or here. I want you to lift that left leg and pull it even into a butterfly sit with the right leg. You're going to take the right leg, pull the knee to your right shoulder, and straighten, setting down softly. Okay? Same thing on this side. Point the toes. You can flex the toes if you want. I find this to be easier. And from here, I want the leg locked out. I don't want any laxity in the knee. I don't want this bending at all. From here, bow the stretch. Find a good stretch here. Fingers are pressed into the ground. We're going to lift and then set down slowly. Okay, there's an egg under your heel. Don't break it. Lift and set down slowly. Lift and set down slowly. Two more. One, lift and set down slowly. One more, lift and even slower, set down. While you guys are resting, this brings up a really important concept, the difference between flexibility and mobility. I can hang out here all day. Can I move this from here? Absolutely not. So this would be my flexibility. My mobility is what I can actually move. This class attempts to control that distance and shorten the distance between flexibility and mobility. So for the people that can pull their foot up over their head, what's even more impressive is to not do that and just put it there yourself. Okay? So I'd rather be more mobile than more flexible. This class helps shorten that distance. From here, we're going to go into middle split. So the way you're going to do that is you're going to take this right leg. Again, you can either go here or here. I'm going to lift it and pull it out as far as I can. Move slow. Set it down. You're going to take this left leg, lift, and move it out as far as you can slowly. Right, I heard some legs plopping down over there. I want a slow set down. Okay, from here, again, difference between flexibility and mobility. Some of you guys can probably get farther out if you were able to push your leg out. But what can you do when you have to move it? And that's what we're training here. So I want you to sit up as tall as you can. For those that are comfortable here, you can do it like this. I'm not there yet, so we're going to be right here. From here, we're going to do a shoulder car from this position. You're going to see how the position changes what your shoulder can do. So from here, we're going to start with the right arm. We're going to bring it across our body. Remember, we did this at the beginning of class. Bring the bicep up towards the ear. Hand reaches towards the ceiling. Turn the thumb down and reach behind you. Your hand will touch the ground. When it does, reverse, reach back. Thumb and crease of the elbow turn up. Bring the bicep to the ear. And then finish across your body. We're going to do 2 more repetitions. If you are starting to cramp up a little bit in your hips, just close and bring your feet closer together. Again, search for as much range of motion as you can. That left arm is stiff arming the ground. We're getting 3 repetitions. Take your time. There's absolutely no rush. Good. Okay, when you finish your right side, I don't want you to leave that position. We're going to go to the left. Okay, if you haven't already, then switch to your left. Who's getting less range of motion than when they were standing? Right? You guys are all raising your hands, so I'm assuming that everybody. That's okay. Changing the position changes everything. Everything. Good. 3 repetitions. If you finish these in like 6 seconds, you went way too fast. Okay, even if you get 3 reps, take a peek up here. So we're in our middle split. We're going to be doing an axial rotation at the hip. Again, if you are uncomfortable in whatever distance you're at here, just go a little shallower. Okay? From here, I want you to think about the toes and the kneecap. Don't just move your foot. I want the kneecap and the toes to move. We're going to do the right leg, and watch me first. We're going to axially rotate in as much as possible without the right cheek leaving the ground. That should stay glued, stay pinned to the ground. We're going to rotate in as much as possible and then out as much as possible. And yes, this will be a little uncomfortable, but that's what happens at end range of motion. It's hard. So again, sit up as tall as you can. If you feel comfortable enough to sit up tall without propping yourself up, more power to you. We're going to axially rotate the right leg in, toes and kneecap point towards the midline. And then you're going to open up as much as you can. Yes, I am flexing my foot. Toes pulled towards me. One more time. Into the middle. And then out to the outside. Let's switch to the left side. Remember, move the kneecap. If you're just moving the foot, you're not actually moving the hip. So I want the kneecap to rotate in as much as you can. And hold. Good. Now rotate out. And hold. Good. Rotate in. Windshield wiping back and forth with your foot. And then out. Okay. From this position, guys, we're going to end up we're going to stand from here. But here's how I want you to do it. For my people that again are crazy advanced, here. This is going to be way harder for those that I would advise doing this. Okay. From here, you're going to take your right leg. I want you to bring your heel to your right cheek as much as you can. And then I want you to do the same thing with your left. Bring your left leg to your cheek as much as you can. We're going to get to this bear sit. From here, we're going to walk ourselves up into a squat as low as you can get, and then stand. Okay? So the goal is, when we do these smooth transitions, the goal is to not waste any time, not waste any opportunity to train control. You'll never hear somebody say, I can control my body too much. You'll never hear that. Not from somebody smart. Next, basically the last thing we're going to do that's difficult is we're going to do a kinetic squat, kinetic stretch for the squat. I'm going to talk to you guys about a 1 rep max. Okay, so if you guys have lifted before, you know what a 1 rep max is. You can only do 1, and it's as heavy as you can go. It's as hard as you can go. You can do that with a body weight squat. Okay? So after this first rep, the only rep, you shouldn't be able to do a second, because it's a 1 rep max. Right? So if John's up here, you guys aren't going to do this, but I want you to imagine somebody under you holding you up. So I'm propping John up. From here, he's going to go down into his squat and pull against me. Right? So he's pulling himself deeper. So in this squat, I'm using this stuff to close this gap here. I'm using this stuff to close this gap here. I'm going to be pulling myself deeper and deeper and deeper into the squat. So I'm not allowing gravity to win and just do all the work. I'm doing the work. Hung upside down, pull yourself into your squat. Now, this should be hard. When you stand out of this, I want fists clenched. You can go here if you like, but the upper body should be completely locked up. And then from there, you're going to push yourself out of it. Think about ripping the floor apart. If you were standing on one of these seams, I want you to rip the seam apart. Does anybody not understand? I'm getting some looks here. Okay. This should be as hard. By the end of this, if I said do a second rep, you should fall over. Okay? This should be a 1 rep max. Okay? Pull yourself into it, push yourself out. So let's ramp up. You can either go fist or gable grip, whatever works better for you. I want you to start pulling yourself deeper into it. Imagine you are hung upside down like a bat, and you are pulling yourself up into that squat. Pull yourself down into it. Good. Pull yourself down into it. When you stand up, imagine you have 1,000 pounds on your back, but you can push with 1,001. So you're just barely winning. If I come here and try and move your arms, I should not be able to do so. Once you hit the bottom, start coming back up, I should not be able to move your arms. Good. Breathing. You guys are doing a great job. Your breathing should be like you're blowing out candles in front of you. Good. You get to the top, relax. much tension as you can. And here's the thing. A lot of people can get into a squat like this. It's harder to own every single inch of that range of motion, which it's not asking too much. If you're expecting to squat 200 to 300 pounds, it seems reasonable to me that you should own every single inch of a body weight squat. Right? If we're going to load it up or if you're going to do anything in a squat position, own as much of it as you can. We're going to do a second rep here. Okay? Because I know that was a bit experimental for you guys. Alright? Squeeze. If you didn't like this as much, go to a gable grip. If you didn't like this, go to this. Try both. Okay? Second rep. Driving down. Think about closing that space between the top of your foot and your knee. Think about closing the space between your thigh and your torso. Squeezing. Your arms and hands should be tired after this. Good. Squeezing. Once you get to the bottom, again, you have 1,000 pounds of weight on your back, but you can press up with 1,001. Press, press, press. Try and rip the floor apart. I want you to imagine you are on a seam. If you're not, try and rip that seam apart. Driving your feet apart. Good. Good. Very nice. Squeezing the fists or gable grip, whatever you have. Very nice. Yes, it should be a sigh of relief when you're done. Okay? Guys, just have a seat. We're going to finish with some breathing, and that's it. Okay? Here's how I like to start this. When you're breathing, to start this first part, we're going to go only in and out through the nose. If that's uncomfortable for you, then you can use your mouth to breathe out. Try to breathe in at least through your nose. But just bring your knees to your chest as much as you can, and just hug like this. If this isn't comfortable, again, you can move out a little bit, but when you breathe in, let's try and just have the belly expand. You should feel your belly expanding against your legs. That's why we're in this position, to give you a little bit of feedback. I want you to breathe in on a 4 count, out on an 8 count. So you're breathing in 4, out 8. In 4, out 8. I'm going to let you, I'm not going to count that for you. You guys establish your own rhythm. If you're having trouble breathing out on an 8 count, breathe out on a 6 count. But the exhale should be longer than the inhale. The next part, guys, I want you to keep breathing and just give me your ears for this one. We're going to be doing reflexive out, expansive breathing in. So what that's going to look like is you breathing in as much as you can. So you're going to breathe in and fill up your lungs like 2 balloons as much as possible. And then breathe out, just get it out. It's a reflexive, it's a reflex to get that air out. Not yet. You're going to breathe in and breathe out. Okay? We're going to do that for a couple cycles, and then I'm going to ask you to breathe in, seal everything up, and hold as long as you can. Please don't pass out. When you need to breathe, breathe, but the goal is to hold as long as you can. Okay? So we're going to go expansive in. We'll start this together. Breathing in as much as possible. Fill your lungs up, and then let it out. Breathe in as much as you can, and then out. Just get it out. Breathe in, and breathe out. Let's go 2 more, and on the 3rd one, we're going to breathe in and hold. Breathe in and out. Good. Breathe in as much as you can. In. Let it out. Last one, and then we'll hold. Breathe in, breathe in, breathe in, and let it out. Good. I want you to breathe in and then hold your breath as long as you can. So breathe in and hold. Hold, hold, hold. You guys have plenty of oxygen. Like, you have more than enough to survive for the next few minutes. I promise you. But there might be some bells and whistles going off in your head. Try to quiet those as much as you can. Hold, breathe when you need to, but try to turn those bells and whistles off. Don't let any air out. Hold, 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 hold. Turn the bells and whistles off. Breathe when you need to. Don't pass out. I want you guys to pay attention to how long you can hold now versus how long you can hold on the next one. Don't let any air out. I don't want any air coming out of the nose or mouth. Let your breath out. Just go back to normal breathing. Christmas. Okay. So last one we're going to do. We're going to reverse. We're going to go reflexive in, maximal expansive out. So that'll look like this. I'm going to breathe out. No, I'm going to breathe in. It's a gasp. You just came up from underwater. You haven't breathed for a few minutes. It's a gasp in. And then I want as much, push as much of that out as you can. Okay, let's start it together. So let's push out all the air that you have. All the air that you're just holding right now. And then breathe in. It's a gasp, right? It's reflexive. You need to breathe. Breathe out. And when you need to, breathe in. Just get it out. Get as much of it out as you can. Think about a sponge, squeezing the sponge for every last drop. You're doing that with the air in your lungs. Okay, on this next one, so let's start together. I want you to expansively breathe in, breathe out, and when that last molecule of air comes out, I want you to seal the nose and mouth shut and hold. Now, this one, bells and whistles are going to be going off a lot faster. They're probably already going off. That is what's called your sympathetic nervous system. This is fight or flight. If you were being chased by a tiger, similar sensations would be going through your body. Right? And not that I want you guys to feel like you're being chased by a tiger, but there's this idea that you can control whether you're in rest and digest or fight or flight. And you can do that through your breathing. We'll finish every session with breath work because you need to breathe through everything. It's one of the lowest common denominators that you can improve. Okay? For the last minute, guys, we're going to finish with in 4, out 8. Okay? Just went fight or flight. Let's get back to rest and digest. In 4, out 8. Okay, just for the last minute. Close your eyes if you need to. In 4, out 8. Again, if 8's uncomfortable, go to 6. All right, that's it. Guys, thanks for coming. That was an hour of Kinstretch. I will send this off to headquarters, so hopefully they'll give me the nod, and then we're going to have this every week here. And the nice thing is you can change the class. Like, if I have only jiu-jitsu people, we can make it a purely jiu-jitsu Kinstretch class. Okay? I have runners. You can mold this class to whatever needs you want. And normally I'll stick around after class if you have any issues with something, or maybe you want to dive deeper into what was going on in your hip or your shoulder, or maybe you weren't able to do any of the breath work. We can talk about that after. But I appreciate you guys coming. Thank you so much. You guys are the best. Thanks. Yeah. Thanks. Thanks. Yeah, there we go. Thanks a lot. Oh, that's great. Yeah, thanks for trusting me enough. It's not the first time to get what's going on, but once. Yeah. I was keeping up.